Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's been really hot outside. I have not been able to get out there and basically tend to my wildflower gardens, but there are so many Echinacea flowers growing that we're actually going to go outside right now and harvest some Echinacea. Now, I use Echinacea every day as a preventative from getting sick. I have not been sick in the past 6 years, and I do give credit to Echinacea and elderberry. However, I've purchased the Echinacea at stores, say Amazon, in a bulk pound bag, and then I would take some of that and make my own tincture and then take the tincture every night. However, now that I have these wildflower gardens and they are doing amazing, we're gonna go out there and harvest some so that we don't have to buy any more at the store. And I really wanna show you the wildflower gardens because they have flourished so much since I first planted them about 3 years ago. The wildflower pollinators aren't really going to miss a few flowers being gone. I do have the small bedroom in the mobile home all cleared out because all of the porch plants are on the porch. So I do have a twine hanging up that we can hang this Echinacea upside down, and that's what we're going to be doing. I have broken a few pair of scissors trying to cut the flowers, so I'm actually going to be using wire cutters this time. I do have some pruning shears on the way, so we'll use those later, but for now we're just going to be using chicken wire cutters. Let's get out there. I want to really show you these wildflower gardens because they're absolutely beautiful. Let's go. Currently it is 94 degrees out. It is hot. Usually when I'm out here doing my videos or even doing my live videos on TikTok, my phone has overheated in 5 minutes. Hopefully the wildflower gardens, are in the shade. So hopefully we're not gonna have too much sun beating down on us while we do this. I also sprayed myself with some insect repellent, and I brought my head net because as we're working out here, it's gonna be pretty buggy. I'm even wearing a dress today, and I had to put on some pants just because I usually get really bitten up. And I do have a bag that we're going to be collecting these in, as well as my chicken wire cutters. And yes, it is nice and shady over here. I'm really hoping that even being in the 94-degree weather, that this is not going to overheat. So I'm going to turn you guys around and show you these gorgeous wildflower gardens. Aren't these absolutely beautiful? All of these purple flowers right here, that is what's called Echinacea, or otherwise known as purple cone flowers. When taken as a medicinal herb, this helps you from getting sick. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are bumblebees on all of these flowers because they are pollinator wildflower gardens. However, I do use a lot of this stuff as medicine. We're just going to be, there's so many of them that if I don't harvest them, they're just going to die, and they'll all come back next year because they are perennials. However, we're just going to grab some of it because all of this is free medicine. I'm going to put on my head net and hope that I don't get bit up out here. We've got some black-eyed Susans coming in. We have some oxeye daisies, but all of these purple flowers are Echinacea. Absolutely gorgeous. And I do see a lot of the bumblebees on there because that is basically their food. Where should we start? Let's go over here. Even the butterflies have been on a lot of these flowers, which is a really good thing because that is what they do, is pollinate these. And now the reason why I'm in the back of my property rather than the front is because the front is more of a, I guess you could say, like a scenic place for my Airbnb guests and the RV guests. I don't want to take too many of those. There's less times when the guests will come back here, so I don't think any of this will be missed. I'm going to start. I'm going to turn the camera around. I am going to be using my head net. And one thing I want you guys to know is that I do have this microphone on, so even if I'm facing away from the camera, you guys will still be able to hear me. And basically, because a lot of you have said in my comments that you can't hear me when I'm further away, I did invest in this wireless microphone that is right there. I will be linking this product in the description below if any of you guys are content creators, because it has been amazing. The quality of the videos are actually really nice. Echinacea is actually the flowers, and the leaves is the parts that we want to use. Right now I'm not going to be doing the roots because the roots have slightly different properties to them. They do have some of the same properties, but we are just going to be doing the leaves and the flowers for now, because then all of these will come back next year because they are the perennials. We're going to want to shake these off because I tend to bring in some bugs when this happens. When I harvest this stuff, I do tend to bring in the bugs, and we just don't want that. Really is an abundance of medicine out here. I see you, Bumblebee. So we're gonna leave that Bumblebee alone. Sorry, Bumblebee. Hello, bumblebees. Don't mind me. Now I am trying to get to the bottom as much as I can because that's where it's gonna provide a bunch of the leaves. If I was just to take the flowers on top, that wouldn't really leave me with much. So that's why we're trying to get as much of the leaves as we can, because that is part of the medicinal properties. Hello, bumblebee. Hello, bee. Oh, hello, bee. Remember, we want to make sure all the spiders and bugs are off of these, so I don't want to just tap them on the ground like that. But look at all of that. All of that is medicine right there. And we have barely touched the garden. All of this I showed you in the beginning, it barely looks like we've taken any away. Let's go over there. I'm not even sure if I can fit more in this bag. Look at all of that beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. Just absolutely stunning. just gorgeous. I'm gonna put these in my bag. And then we're gonna be going inside and I'm gonna show you how I turn them upside down and dry them. I think we have enough. I'm gonna bag the rest of those and we're gonna head inside and flip them upside down to dry on the twine in the mobile home bedroom. All right, we're gonna grab this. That is a lot of Echinacea, y'all. Look at that. We just got back in the mobile home. I just took off my head net and oh my gosh, it is 94 degrees out there and it's 6 o'clock p.m. and it is just so hot out there. So I am glad that I did that in the shade. This is the hanging twine that I have up. When we hang these upside down, you don't just want one because I don't have enough clips for just one. So we're gonna be putting a few of these together. I'll probably dump this whole thing out. And we're just gonna be hanging them upside down to dry. Ooh, that was not good. So that just broke. So I'm going to, hopefully that stays in there. One of the first things I'm gonna do is reinforce this up there with a different kind of hook so that it can actually hold on to it better, because this, I have a nail in here right now and the nail is just not cutting it. So I put this hook nail up here, this hook screw. Y'all, that is absolutely stunning. And all we have are those left, and we have all of those clips left. I'm gonna finish these, and that'll be a wrap. So gorgeous, and we don't have any more in here. That is a stunning display of Echinacea just drying. We've got a lot of room on both of the sides left, so if I did want to go outside and get more, I could, because there's such an abundance of them. And then that right there will make a good, I'm hoping, a pound. I don't know exactly how much that's going to make without the stems. How about that, y'all? This is the first time that I have harvested any Echinacea from my wildflower gardens. I've actually never had enough to harvest, but this year they have all come up like big time. This is the first year that I've seen hundreds and hundreds of Echinacea. Last year there might have been about only 100 scattered within these 6 wildflower gardens, but now there are not just hundreds and hundreds, but I think there's like thousands of Echinacea. So this is gonna make tons of medicine for years to come, and it is one of my favorite herbs. Medicine for years to come. I am so excited, and the pollinators are happy, and even saving money selling the stuff on my herbal business, Goddess of Herbs, I'm going to be able to save money and not buy that stuff on Amazon anymore, at least of this specific herb. The ones that I don't sell, of course, I'm going to have to purchase those still, but that's fine. At least I'll save some money somewhere. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thanks guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. So I do sell that in 1 ounce package. Don't put that